Tammy Slaton is very sick and she is in the hospital. As you all know, Tammy Slaton is one half of the dynamic duo featured on the TLC reality show, 1000 lb Sisters. Known for her candid personality and battle with obesity, Tammy has captured the hearts of viewers and inspired many with her weight loss journey. But recently Tammy Slaton has become very sick. Why is she suddenly sick? Who is responsible for her illness? Which hospital is she in now? How is she doing now? We will know everything after a while. Because before that I want to say another important thing. Tammy Slaton's hero edit in 1000 lb Sisters Season 7 doesn't tell the whole story. 1000 lb Sisters Season 7 recently wrapped up after airing 9 eventful episodes. While the season celebrated the weight loss and personal growth of its stars, especially Tammy Slaton, not everything about her story holds up under closer inspection. Despite Tammy's dramatic transformation, some concerning behaviors from her past remain unaddressed, making her hero edit feel overly polished. A shift in focus, but not the full picture. Originally centered on sisters Tammy and Amy Slaton, 1000 lb Sisters eventually expanded to include other family members, Misty Slaton Wentworth, Chris Combs and Amanda Halterman, whose own weight loss journeys and family dynamics added depth to the show. All of Tammy's siblings, including Amy, have undergone bariatric surgery and seen varying degrees of success. Chris was the first to qualify for skin removal surgery, which significantly improved his quality of life. Tammy, having lost over 500 pounds, also became eligible for the same procedure, but only after overcoming a protein deficiency and her ongoing issues with vaping. Eventually, she underwent the surgery with doctors removing 15 pounds of excess skin from her face, neck, arms and abdomen. Despite her physical transformation, there are signs that Tammy's deeper behavioral issues may not be fully resolved. They've just been sidelined. Tammy's hero edit glosses over her troubled history. At one point, Tammy weighed 725 pounds and suffered from serious health problems, including lung, thyroid and mobility issues. Her turning point came in Season 3 after a medical crisis left her in a coma on life support. That near-death experience motivated Tammy to re-enter a weight loss rehab program, one she had previously abandoned, and ultimately qualify for life-saving bariatric surgery. Since then, Tammy has maintained her weight loss, promoted bariatric procedures and mental health awareness, and embraced skin removal surgery, all commendable milestones that have turned her into a symbol of perseverance. Her relationship with Andrea Dalton, explored in Season 7, further deepened her portrayal as a resilient figure who found love again after the tragic death of her husband, Caleb Willingham, in 2023. However, viewers familiar with Tammy's full history know that Season 7's portrayal feels too sanitized. The red flags that once defined her on-screen persona have been downplayed or omitted. Tammy's history of entitlement and explosive behavior. In the earlier seasons, Tammy was often difficult, impatient and quick to anger. She proudly dubbed herself Queen Tammy, a nickname that reflected her controlling and entitled behavior. Amy, who lived next door at the time, bore the brunt of Tammy's mood swings, tantrums and verbal aggression, despite constantly stepping up to help her sister. Tammy was known for demanding immediate gratification and lashing out when things didn't go her way. Her aggressive behavior was a recurring issue for several seasons. In Season 7, however, this side of her personality was noticeably absent, raising questions about how authentic this new portrayal really is. Refusing to drive. A sign of continued dependence. One glaring issue that remains is Tammy's refusal to drive. While it was understandable when her weight and mobility limited her, Tammy now has the physical capability to get behind the wheel. Yet she chooses not to. Her half-hearted attempt to ride a tractor, which she quickly gave up on out of fear, suggests a reluctance to push past her comfort zone. This means that her brother Chris often has to leave work or rearrange his schedule to drive her to appointments. Tammy's unwillingness to take this basic step toward independence suggests that she's still relying on others more than she should. Not exactly the behavior of someone being celebrated as a self-sufficient success story. Tammy takes her family's support for granted. Tammy has an incredibly supportive family. Chris, Amanda, Misty and Amy have all gone out of their way, emotionally, physically and financially, to help Tammy during her lowest points. However, the support has often been one-sided. Tammy rarely reciprocates with the same level of energy or effort, and in many cases she seems to take their kindness for granted. While 1000 Sisters has never shied away from showing messy family dynamics, Season 7 was unusually light on Tammy's less flattering moments. Her bad temper, dependence, and history of manipulation were barely acknowledged. The result? A lopsided hero edit that doesn't reflect the full complexity of her character. Fans concerned about Amy Slaton's living situation with Brian Levorn. 1000 Sisters star Amy Slaton has raised concern among fans due to her current living situation with fiancé Brian Levorn. Amy, who weighed over 400 pounds in 2019, began her health journey by undergoing bariatric surgery in hopes of losing weight and starting a family. Since the first season, Amy has made significant strides in her weight loss journey. Over the past 5 years, she welcomed 2 sons and ended her toxic marriage with Michael Halterman. She later found love again with Brian Levorn, who proposed in 2024. Amy's journey took a turn in Season 7. In 1000 Sisters Season 7, Amy's story shifted focus from weight loss to her new relationship. Weighing in at 249 pounds and feeling more confident, she prioritized her romance with Brian over further fitness updates. While fans were initially supportive of her budding relationship, many raised eyebrows when Brian proposed just a few months into dating. Amy's family, including sister Tammy Slaton, expressed skepticism about the rushed engagement. Amy has taken Brian's last name. Despite fans' concerns, Amy appears fully committed to her relationship. Though she has continued using her previous married name on social media, she hinted at a change. In June 2025, Amy posted a photo thanking an art buyer for supporting her creative work, teasing the launch of her new website, Amy Levorn Creations. The use of Brian's last name signals her intention to build both her personal and professional life with him. This bold move reflects Amy's trust and emotional attachment to Brian, but some fans feel the decision is premature. Her family and many supporters worry she may be rushing into another serious commitment without enough time to heal or evaluate the relationship. Amy and Brian have moved in together. Amy and Brian didn't waste time before taking the next step, moving in together. In a May 2025 episode, Amy proudly showed off their new home to Tammy, saying, "This is where we're going to have our summer barbecues." But Tammy wasn't impressed, calling the house dirty and joking, "Looks like something the Loch Ness Monster from the Black Lagoon would come out of." Chelsea later posted a video of the home, drawing mixed reactions from fans. Many criticized the living space, calling it unkempt. One viewer claimed,